Another challenger. It has been ages. Perhaps you have forgotten how this game is played. Allow me to remind you. Play the squirrel card. Now play your stoat. An honorable death. Play the stoat. Wolves require 2 sacrifices. Ring the bell to end your turn and commence combat. Your stoat stands unopposed. The number on the bottom left is its attack power, 1. Your stoat dealt me 1 damage. I added it to the scale. You win if you tip my side all the way down. Like this. My turn. Your stoat stands in the way of my coyote. My coyote dealt 2 damage to your stoat. That means your stoat's health is 2 less. If a creature's health reaches 0, it dies. It's your turn again. You may draw from your deck, or you may draw a squirrel. How dull. Because you are learning, I will pass. Again, the choice, a random card from your deck, or the certainty of a squirrel. The wolf demands 2 sacrifices. 4 damage dealt, or weights on the scale. You've won this match. They won't all be so easy. Let me recall your story. Oh, yes. You were lost deep in the forest. A single path revealed itself. 2 denizens of the forest approached you tentatively. The caustic adder. Damage from its poison bite is always lethal. The undying cat. Sacrificing the poor beast does not kill it. Only 1 may grace your paltry deck. Another creature joins your caravan. Some of the creatures of the forest seemed willing to follow you. You came across an abandoned sack. You found a squirrel in a bottle. Break in case of emergency. And have a second. Another useful implement. I'll allow you to tip the scales with it. 3 is as much as you can carry. You were ambushed while crossing some rough terrain.
You didn't sacrifice me? How kind. Maybe you'll help me.
Take your turn.
Play along for now.
You may now see my moves ahead of time. Mind the ambitious wolf cub. It ages swiftly. The airborne bat flies over creatures to attack directly. Ha! My bat flew right over your stoat. River Snapper demands 2 sacrifices. You prevailed and trekked onwards past the now bloodied terrain. The young wolf cub, it grows into a wolf after a single turn. The meek sparrow, an inexpensive, if feeble, flying creature. You stumbled into some strange stones in the mist. You were compelled to choose a worthy sacrifice, one that will be lost forever. You looked upon your menagerie and selected a healthy host. A ghastly spectacle, but the soul of the sparrow now lives in the river snapper. Behold, my totem. It inscribes my canine cards with the airborne sigil. My totem has granted my coyote the power of flight. A well-earned point of damage. I didn't think you would really do it.
He's completely insane. You see that, right? No care for the rules. Pathetic, really.
Enough.
Only keeps me around to watch me suffer. Back on the board.
You're 4 damage away from winning. Its suffering was real, but you will see it again. Impressive. You may yet survive this ordeal. Knock on wood. The flighty elk. It moves after attacking. The stalwart snapper. A near impenetrable defense. across a small group of survivors. Faces shrunken from starvation, they huddled around a campfire. They looked upon your group of creatures and beckoned. "Come, warm one of your creatures by the fire," one said.
"Warm it by the fire. That will enhance its power,"
said another. You noticed one of the survivors wiping drool from their mouth. The fire warmed the poor river snapper, enhancing its power. One of the survivors reached toward it. Another gnashed their teeth. Without a word, you pulled the river snapper away from the fire and left.
"There's a way out for both of us. It's somewhere in this foul cabin."
Be silent, or I will tear you to shreds.
"This spot? You sure?"
You've lost. Using this as a learning opportunity may be the only way to mitigate my disappointment. Get up. Get up from the table. Fetch me the candlestick from atop the barrel beside the door. Bring it here. Now sit back down. Let me explain something to you. That was one of the 2 mistakes you can make here. If you make another, I must sacrifice you. Now, where were we? The proud wolf, a vicious contender. The watchful bullfrog, it leaps in the way of attacking flyers. A powerful item. Turn this and I'll skip my next turn. A rock may get you out of a hard place. Choose one. If you deem it necessary, you may cut up one of my cards with these. Its bleeding yields 3 blood, if you can ignore the bleeding. Feeling overburdened enough with a full 3 items, you carried on. The trees seemed to close in around you as a chill mist descended. In the distance, you could hear the clinking of metal on stone. A hobbled figure stood in your path.
Oh, 'twas the prospector.
"He's doing the prospector again? Easy, boss. The mule's the key." okay. Ow! Enough! I hope you didn't think it would be that easy. There's gold in them cards. Gold! I've struck gold! Get him! Fleeing will not save you. I'll pass my next turn. I'm obligated to pass.
Allow me to light your candles once more. I won't be killing you quite yet. You're the first in a while to overcome a boss. As a reward, you are granted an opportunity to select a rare card. Choose carefully. This level of brutish strength needs no explanation. The uninspiring Gek. Perhaps you can find a use for it. Poor abandoned child. It does not die when sacrificed, but do you have the heart to try? With sound of the prospector's pickaxe still ringing in your ears, you carried onwards. The rank smell of rotten mold permeated the humid air. Every step forward was answered by some nearby slip or slither. You tread cautiously into the wetlands. The fervid mantis, Its prying claws strike both to the left and right. The omnipresent mole. It burrows and emerges to block any landborne attacker. The elusive otter. It submerges itself during my turn. A gust from this may lift your creatures into the air, if only for a turn. I see the way this is going. I concede. You may accept my surrender, or you may finish this match the slow way. Choose not a specific beast, but decide the cost that you wish to pay. A random card costing 1. What were you expecting?
It's me. Total misplay. Enough.
How brutal of you. You dealt me more damage than you needed to win. However, in my game, such feats are rewarded. To be precise, a tooth to keep for each extra damage dealt. The trapper may be interested in your spoils. You were stopped along the way by a trapper looking to liquidate his pelts. There was something uncanny about his appearance, but you were quickly distracted by his wares.
Care to look at me pelts? Take a pelt, free of charge. See the quality? You're leaving already? Please consider me pelts. Thanks for your business.
The man assured you of the value of the pelts. They appear to be useless in a fight, but he mentioned that the trader further down the path would reward you for them. A group of starving survivors stood around a dying campfire. "There's room for a creature around the fire," one said. "The warmth will enhance its health," said another. One of the survivors said nothing at all, but could not stop licking their lips.
No way.
The health of the Gek was enhanced by the warmth. As one of the survivors began pulling a knife from their pocket, you withdrew. The nascent fawn. It quickly grows into an elk. The inviolable beehive. When it is attacked, you will draw a bee. The amount of items you can carry is 3, and you have 3. Instead, perhaps you'll accept this gift from my friend. The prudent pack rat. Never doubt the utility of a well-stocked pack. My boss battles are high-stakes tests of your aptitude. With one flame you will either overcome them or die. Fear not, I will let you keep the smoke. A foul smell invaded your nostrils and caused your throat to seize. A hulking man sat by a brackish pond with his feet submerged in the dark water. He pulled a hook from a pile of rotting fish and rose to his feet. I am the angler. Go fish.
Fine.
Which fish are to choose? Fresh or fish? Easy choice. mine now. Go fish. Stale fish, hard to choose. New fish, easy choose. Take new fish, easy. Too fast, too soon. Go fish. You aren't dead yet. This isn't purgatory, though you may think of it that way. Before you expire, I must ask you a favor. I would like a memento. Your very own death card. It's quite plain at the moment, isn't it? We will work together to amend that. I want this to be the perfect memento of you. Here are some cards from your mediocre deck. We can put them to good use. Please choose a card to draw the cost from. A cost of 1 blood from the river otter. And another. This time I will use its power and health. The numbers. 3 power and 2 health from the wolf. Now choose a card from which we will extract the sigils. A sigil of bifurcated strike from the mantis. I never did ask you your name. There is now but one final matter. The portrait. Are you ready? You do not need to smile.